Cannabinoids are category of drugs which are extracted from cannabis sativa. Now there are four varieties of cannabinoid drugs, namely bhang, ganja, charas, and marijuana. Out of these all, uh, marijuana is obtained from dried leaves and flowers of hemp. Hemp is cannabis sativa, and hemp is an annual herbaceous plant which is native to Asian countries as well as in West. It is cultivated for its cortical fibers, and sometimes ropes are also made from the same. It grows in wild in our country, and bhang is common ritual recreational intoxicant in most of the countries, even for the tribal people of our country. The most active principle of hemp plant is tetrahydrocannabinol, and this is in short form said as THC. And hemp products may lead to heroin addiction. At first, individuals they consume the hemp, and later on they get diverted to the consumption of heroin. Hemp drugs dilates the pupils, raises the pupil of the eyes. It is dilated, it becomes very large. It raises the blood sugar level and increases the frequency of urination in the consumers. Some of the other effects include red eyes, dry mouth, lightheadedness, or increased appetite at certain conditions, delayed responses. The individuals feel as if they are very slow, and there is an impaired driving condition. The individual they cannot understand that how are they driving or what are they going to do. Actually, the stage is of a hallucination stage where the user feels as if they have reached a certain another level of euphoria, and the individual ultimately starts feeling drowsiness and either starts continuous laughing or continuous crying. So these are some of the behaviors of an addict or a person who has been exposed to the cannabis intake. There are all these categories which I had already said about, like the bhang or ganja. How are they or from where are they obtained? That is important. Bhang is obtained in our country from the male and female flowering shoots of Cannabis indica. It is taken orally as an ingredient of drink or food, like some pakoras or tikka are made out of it and they can be consumed, or even some drinks are made which are consumed. It is very harmful for our health and we should not consume it. Ganja is the second category of product which is obtained from the same cannabis sativa, and it is solidified resin extract from the same inflorescence, or most of the time it is the unfertilized inflorescence of female plant of cannabis sativa, from where some resin is collected. The resin extract is solidified and it is smoked in cigarettes, or it is used instantly to produce certain substances which can be smoked in order to get the feel of same kind of feeling of being high. Next category is of charas. It is also known as the black gold and is pure resin, the sticky substance which is collected from the female inflorescence and even the leaves, the various varieties of leaf of cannabis sativa. It is collected and is dried up. Later on, these are smoked with tobacco, or they are chewed, or even people drink it with some mixing of various substances. This later on can This charas is only known as hasses in America, and liquid hasses is known as hash oil. It contains a high or it has very high content of THC. We had already discussed the full form of THC, which is the active form of hallucinogen which is present in it, that is tetrahydrocannabinol. So that is THC. The effects of this black gold is very harmful for the consumers. And the last category of cannabinoid which we are going to discuss is the marijuana, and it is obtained from the dried inflorescence and top leaves of the female plant Cannabis sativa. You can see the plant, the way it looks. And now, what are the ill effects of this of the consumption of marijuana? It is short term. The individuals who are consuming it, they have short term memory loss, the thought or the thinking process, the reasoning process, the sensory perception, everything gets impaired. The individual, they are in a euphoric condition, they feel everything is very relaxed and they are relieved. It also, this marijuana, it is said to lower the sexual hormones, and it also interferes with the menstrual cycle of the females, and it suppresses the immune system of an individual. It can lead towards psychosis if an individual is continuously consuming it. Poisoning by cannabis is also reported medically, and it is something which should not be consumed for a prolonged period of time. So ultimately, what are the end results which we can develop from the cannabinoids is, these are certain kinds of natural products which are present in the environment, and they can be consumed, but the ill effects are very devastating for any individual who is consuming it. So that's it. Sometimes we can expect, or any individual can expect, cardiovascular problems because of consumption of any of these cannabinoids, because the blood is becoming dilated, and heart attack may be resulted as an end product or as an adverse effect of consumption of any of these products.